When it comes to antibody incubation buffer, I would like to share with you an interesting example. From my experience, most of the labs are using TBST. However, for this protein antibody combination, PBST buffer was giving less background. And you need to also keep in mind that PBS buffers should not be used when you're working with phosphospecific antibodies. This is similar to this result are posted on our blog, on our technical blog. And now we come to the last step of Western blot techniques, to the antibody incubation. There are different ways to actually shorten the time of the incubation. And here, yes, you see well, there are 3 primary antibodies incubated at the same time. This is one of the ways to shorten your Western blot protocol. Of course, I wouldn't advise to take unknown antibodies and incubate them together, but if you work with antibodies which are characterized and you know how they are performing, you can actually, if you have limited number of samples you would like to process, then you can actually use several primary antibodies at the same time. But please keep in mind that proteins you aim to detect should be at least 20 kilodaltons apart from each other. Second method of saving time is to incubate everything at once. This is for high titer antibodies, so we are incubating blocker, primary, and secondary antibody at the same time. Yes, it is possible, and it will save you your Western blot time by actually a few hours. But of course, I wouldn't recommend this for an unknown antibody to a protein which is a transcription factor. Here, this is a photosynthetic protein, which is quite abundant, but such tricks can help you to actually shorten your Western blot protocol time. And the third method, we have also possibility to use directly conjugated primary antibodies. So in this case, it is Rubisco antibody, which is conjugated to horseradish peroxidase. And this method works for proteins of high and moderate abundance in the tissue. So the primary antibody can be conjugated to an enzyme or fluorophore, and therefore you will shorten the Western blot time as there's no need for a secondary antibody and washes.